Now we're putting the band back together because we are joined by Irish Rail's Barry Kenny, Transport Infrastructure Ireland's Sean O'Neill, and AA Roadwatch's Conor Faulkner for another commuter circle. Unsurprisingly, the first text that's come in has said the Luas, and we all know where this is going, the new Luas Cross at College Green is a disaster. As a taxi driver for many years in Dublin, this decision to have the Luas Cross at College Green, I believe, was based on EU money, not on how to keep people moving through the city, moving everyone around the city to accommodate this Luas line is insane. And there's lots more in that vein.
Okay,
the Luas going cross city has materially affected journey times.
Let me talk to that taxi driver. I was in the Luas the other morning and I saw one taxi driver with one person in the seat behind them, okay? Cut in front of the Luas. The Luas has to slam on their brakes, and then all of a sudden you're dealing with 360 people stuck in traffic because of that taxi driver with one person in the back. So everyone needs to calm down. There's too many pieces of infrastructure, of transport infrastructure in one location. That's the problem. Plain and simple. The NTA, the NTA and DCC had a plan to pedestrianise College Green, right? And that was in line with the development of the Luas Cross City to allow a major piece of transport infrastructure to pass through less encumbered. Let me put it that way. Now you have taxi drivers, buses, pedestrians, you know, and the Luas, and this is the problem we have today. Now, in fairness, the plan is to have Bord Pleanála come to a decision on hopefully pedestrianising / making College Green a much more consumable transport hub.
And Conor Faulkner, I believe I'm quoting you when we've sat around this table before, and I remember you saying to me, because I remember my jaw kind of dropped, that everything had to come to a standstill anyway on the quays because the Luas had to cross O'Connell Bridge every 3 minutes anyway. So that realistically, this was entirely predictable. It
was entirely predicted too, and I don't often say this, but I have some sympathy for Dublin City Council in this because, as Sean was saying, they wanted to pedestrianise College Green, which would have been a big enabler for doing a lot of this, and that would entail getting all buses, all taxis out of there. Now that's been held up by sort of planning wrinkles, which is hard to defend, it's a bit frustrating, but the planning process has taken much too long. It has happened entirely as predicted. If nothing goes wrong on a given morning, if every little bead on the string just clicks together very smoothly, it will work. But it only takes the tiniest thing to go wrong, and then everything goes wrong.